A very warm welcome, driver ratings for the Bahrain Grand Prix. All 20 drivers covered as we rate them out of 10 for their weekend. Destruction, domination by Oscar Piastri. Driver ratings does divide opinion. Comment down below yours. Let's jump into it. Lando Norris, 5. Yes, Norris, 5. And I think he's lucky to get 5, to be honest. He qualifies 6, another bottle by Lando, shithousery, will never be champion. And then he actually gets a good start, but he's out of position in his grid box, so there's a 5-second penalty. And then once again we see Lando Norris, not ruthless, doesn't want to upset anyone, should be past Leclerc straight away, behind him lap after lap, and it costs him P2. So many mistakes in the race, absolutely shocking by Lando Norris. To finish P3 in that McLaren, he's had a poor weekend. And if anyone's rating him above 5, wow. Oscar Piastri, 10. Dominance. What a response after not being allowed to basically attack for the win in Japan. Pole, race win, just dominant. Destruction, 16 seconds, League of One, and the title is on for Oscar Piastri. That's a massive response after they wouldn't even let him attack. Charles Leclerc, 8. Strong again. He qualified P2, outstanding. Obviously got promoted 1 place due to George's penalty. Destroyed Lewis. Finished 4th, but obviously very unhappy with the Ferrari pace. Alarming. Obviously Charles is his biggest critic. He dismantled Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton, 6. P9 qualifying is a disgrace. It is an absolute disgrace. I'm getting tired of Lewis and his fans making bullshit excuses. Lewis is elite. We judge him as elite. All this bollocks about him playing with setup, I'm tired of it. Call it as you see it. Lewis Hamilton's elite. We judge him as elite. He qualified 9th. That's a disgrace. An absolute disgrace. Done by a Williams and an Alpine in qualifying. The all-time pole holder, by the way. Finished 5th in the race, some good overtakes, a strong race, but he's just not comfortable. And Leclerc destroyed him. Ferrari are not fast enough. It's worrying. Max, 7.5. Yeah, qualified 7th. Very worrying, struggling with the brakes. And then the race was a disaster. But he still managed to finish 6th. That car had no right to finish 6th. And that's valuable points for Max. Yeah, shouldn't be 6. No way should he be 6. And he finishes 6. It's valuable points. Yes, it's only 8 points. But again, on his really off day, he still is 6. I mean, slow stops, the wheel not going on, it was painful. It was a painful day at the office for Max. Yuki Tsunoda, 7. First points in a Red Bull. He qualified 10th. He got into Q3, massive positive. Finished 9th, points on the board. And he wasn't that far off Max. Again, Yuki had slow stops. There was an issue with the Red Bull lights. It was stuck on red when it should have been flashing green. George Russell, 10. Absolutely outstanding. 10, 10, 10. The wax model, wow. Wow. If he's in that McLaren, he's leading the championship. George Russell has come out flying. He's put Lewis Hamilton into an early retirement. Loads of hype about Broccoli Head Antonelli. And he's absolutely, wow. 3 podiums out of 4. Yeah. He qualified 2nd, dropped to 3rd. Great performance. P2, held off Lando in a much faster car. Sensational George Russell. And he had massive issues with the car at the end. And he still held off the so-called champion in Lando Norris. Outstanding George Russell, outstanding. Absolutely superb start to the season. Can't do any better. To beat a McLaren is outstanding. Yeah. Kimi Antonelli, 7. Shafted on strategy twice. Qualified 5th. He dropped 1 place. Obviously both Mercedes received a penalty. And in the race, he got shafted on strategy twice, finished 11th. complaining about Ollie Behrman moving around in the braking area. But yeah, out of the points for Kimi. Alonso 5, qualified 13th, finished 16th, was it, or 15th? I think it's 15th because Hulkenberg got disqualified. Where is Aston Martin's pace? Wow. We don't need to spend too long on Aston Martin. They have no pace. Lance Stroll 0. 2 good races, 2 shit races, back to normal Lance Stroll. Qualifies 19th, finishes 16th, I think. No, 17th. I mean, that's a disgrace. That is an absolute disgrace by Aston Martin. Gasly 10. Wow. Driver of the weekend, every day of the week. Qualified 4th. How the hell is Gasly 4th? Ahead of a McLaren, a Ferrari. Wow. A Mercedes. Sensational. Running 6th for most of the Grand Prix. Overtook on the last lap by Max. Driver of the weekend, every day of the week. If he's not your driver of the weekend, I question what sport you're watching. That is outstanding. His first points of the season. And so happy he was. Jack Doohan 6. His best weekend so far in Formula 1, in my opinion. He qualified 8th, very positive. He was annoyed because he should have been in Q3. It's a confidence boost. But in the race, he got a 5-second penalty and finished. Where did he finish? All the orders jumbled up because of Hulkenberg's bloody disqualification. 13th, I think. So yeah, positive weekend. My voice is fucked. My voice is actually fucked. Haas. Esteban Ocon, 6.5. Ocon, huge crash in qualifying. Both Haas's, same mark. Shit in qualifying, good in the race. Yeah. Ocon destroyed the car into a million pieces. Ironic, the opposite to where Grosjean went through the barrier. What is it with Haas in that corner? He finishes 8th, Ocon. Superb. Ollie Behrman 6.5. Absolutely horrendous qualifying. Qualified last. But he's gone from last to 10th in the race. That's outstanding. And this guy's racecraft. Wow. Impressive. Wow. Really good Ollie Behrman. Liam the Lesbian Lawson 0. Wow. Since he came back to Racing Bulls, nothing. Nothing. Where's that fight? Where's that energy, Liam? Your confidence is shot in it by them Milton Keynes frauds. But I might as well keep this in for the season, I think. That's 3 zeros he's had so far out of 4 rounds. Qualified 17th, not amazing. He said there was a problem in the DRS. He finishes way down the order, picked up a 10-second penalty, a 5-second penalty. And very worrying for Liam Lawson. Very worrying. I think he finished 16th with Hulkenberg's disqualification. Isaac Hadjar 5. Very average weekend by Isaac. Qualified 12th. Finished 3rd. No. These positions are fucked. Finished 14th. Very average by Hadjar. Nothing to write home about. Carlos Sainz 8. His best weekend in Williams. I thought he was better than Alex Albon this weekend, and he gets, even though he retired, I'll give him 8. He qualified 8th, his best qualifying of the year, ahead of Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari. Positive. He retired, big contact with Yuki Tsunoda, put a hole in the side of the Williams, and he had to retire. But Carlos Sainz was a better Williams driver this weekend. Fair play. We needed a reaction. We got one. Alex Albon 5. His lowest mark of the season. Very average, Alex Albon. Yeah, Sainz had his number this weekend. Qualified 15th. There was a massive issue with the timings in Q1. Alex should have been through. Big fuck up. Yeah, finished 12th. Safety car cost him. Had to double stack. Yeah. An average for the first time this season, Alex Albon. Sauber, might as well. Nico Hulkenberg 3. I mean, he got disqualified. in the end. Massive mess up with him going through to Q2 when he shouldn't have done. And Gabriel Bortoleto 3, pretty much at the back all weekend. A disappointing event for Sauber. Yeah. So there we have it, driver ratings for the Bahrain Grand Prix. My favourite video to do, not gonna lie. We go on to Saudi Arabia. It was destruction, domination by Oscar Piastri, and he really is in this title fight. Lando Norris, if you've got a set of bollocks, we need a reaction in Saudi, because that weekend by you was a disgrace. I mean, he's lucky to get 5. He is lucky to get 5. I think I'm generous with 5. Yeah. I just go down and I see Red Bull. It's painful to watch Max that far down. Lewis Hamilton, excuse after excuse. His fans fall for his every word. Wake up and smell the coffee. Adios. Divides opinion, driver ratings. Comment yours.